Good morning, everybody. Can you hear me?
Good morning, Mr. Luz.
Hero, you've come for the final class.
Pardon?
You've come for the last class?
Yes, I think it is a misunderstanding in my part.
Misunderstanding. What was the misunderstanding?
Um, well, at first I thought I was going to study level 4, and after discussion, I got to study level 5, and I got 2 assignments.
Hmm. Okay, well, all right, let's see what we can do. The idea is today that students prepare presentations and that they provide the presentations that they've prepared. But anyway, let's see what we can do. Okay.
Thank you.
Right. So, Kritsanu, I'm assuming you haven't prepared a presentation, is that correct?
Sorry, sir. I was not in my home because
Again, sorry?
I didn't do a presentation because I'm not in the condition that I can do because uh I was not in my home.
You were not in your home.
Yes.
What do you mean?
Uh, I am on the countryside.
Okay, so you're in the countryside right now,
Yes.
and so you can't do a presentation in the countryside.
Yes, because I didn't have uh some tool that can make me do it.
How did you connect to this meeting?
Just only internet, only my smartphone.
Okay. So no presentation then.
Yes, and
I
I think the second last class I didn't come because some internet connection problem.
see. Okay, let's just wait for a few moments to see how many people arrive. Bearing in mind we're supposed to be doing presentations this morning.
How many people attend to this class?
There's new students every class. It's
Uh,
kind of strange. It's not really been a course at all.
you.
All right, you should have had some, oh, Nene. You joined the class. Okay. Did you finish your presentation?
Yes, but give me 5 minutes to prepare, please.
Give you 5 minutes to prepare it.
Yeah, I have to like check my file. Is it any problem or
Okay, well,
thank you.
okay, you need to send the PowerPoint to the admin so that I can, because I'm in charge of the meeting. So can you send the PowerPoint to the admin?
Okay,
Okay, in 5 minutes, is that right?
yes.
Okay, all right, good. So let's see what we've got then. Now, you should have had some documents sent to you by the admin, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. And one of the documents is called recommending action, is that correct?
Yes, I've got one.
Okay, all right, so let's have a look at this document and okay, so when you are talking in business, often enough, one of your objectives is to recommend action. You need to talk to your colleagues and you need to think about the best type of action to take. Now, very basic structure that we can use for this is I think we should, or I don't think we should. So, have we got any plans? So, have a look at this situation. I think we should, or I don't think we should. You have a photocopying machine in your office that is old and often breaks down. What should be a course of action, do you think? I think we should. I don't think we should. Anybody? You have a photocopying machine that is old and often breaks down. What do you think you should do? Euro, what about you? What do you think? you have a photocopy machine that is old and often breaks down?
I think we should get a new one.
Kristanu, what do you think?
I think the new one too.
Kitty, how about you? Well, how do you feel about that?
I think we can fix
Again, sorry?
it.
We can fix it. Okay, all right. What about renting photocopier? Would that not be a better idea? What do you think? Would renting a photocopier be a better idea, do you think?
Yes, because we don't have to maintenance. Then we have the employee to come maintenance.
Okay, so we wouldn't have to. So if the photocopier broke down, we wouldn't have to repair it. Okay. What about number two? You have a mobile phone company and your market share is falling. What does market share mean?
Distribution.
What do you mean by distribution?
The phone.
Still not sure what you mean. Distribution of the phone. What do you mean?
I don't know, sorry.
Market share. Distribution. Okay. Can you try to explain it a little bit clearer?
I mean like market share is mean like distribution the phone to like other country is mean like strategy of selling.
No, it's not strategy. Market share is how many phones that one company sells. Okay, so for example, for mobile phones, probably the most popular mobile phone company is iPhone. Maybe they have 50% of the market share, and Samsung perhaps have 40%, and all other companies have 10%. So that's market share. You have a mobile phone company and your market share is falling. What action would you recommend? Any suggestions? What can you do if your market share is falling of your mobile phone company? Any suggestions at all? Kristanu, what would you do if you had a mobile phone company and your market share is falling? What would you try to do, you think?
I think we should make a new product.
New product. Okay. All right. Anybody think that's a good idea, or anybody think that's not a great idea?
I think we can reduce the price.
Reduce the price. Okay, so which is the best thing to do? New product or reduce the price? What do you think? What's the advantages of a new product? What are the disadvantages of a new product, do you think? If you create a new product, is it going to be cheap or expensive, do you think? If you develop a new product, is it going to be cheap or is it going to be expensive?
It can be even safe, and it can be cheap up to the technology, I think.
So I think introducing a new product to the market is always going to be quite expensive, don't you? Okay, all right. So I think possibly in this one, we're going to reduce the price of our mobile phones. A new product sounds a little bit expensive. One of your suppliers often sends you invoices with several mistakes on them. What's an invoice? What is an invoice?
Like receipt.
It's more like a bill. When you work for a company and another company does work for you, they send you an invoice and you pay the invoice. One of your suppliers often sends you invoices with several mistakes on them. So what should you do regarding this, do you think? Any suggestions?
I think we should change our supplier.
Change the supplier. Okay. All right. Any other suggestions? Okay. Your main competitors are cutting their prices by 20%. So what's a competitor? In a business environment, what does competitor mean?
Rivals.
Again, sorry.
Rivals.
Again,
Rivals.
rival. Okay, so there are companies that are doing the same business as you. Your main competitors are cutting their prices by 20%. What would you suggest? What action would you recommend? Any suggestions? Any ideas? Your main competitors are cutting their prices by 20%. Any ideas? Nene, what would you do? Okay. Euro, how about you? What do you think?
I hope they went bankrupt by their strategy.
Yeah, but what action would you take for your company? You can't just hope they go bankrupt.
Um,
It's a
well,
good idea, but what would you do?
we could offer uh the same discounts.
Okay, so you're going to offer the same discounts. It's another 20%. Is there anything else that you could do instead of offering a discount? If all companies are offering discounts, what can you do that's different? Do you think?
So we could launching a new product instead to stay ahead of them.
Okay, so okay, you could improve your service. Yeah, you could try to improve the quality of your product or improve your service. So keep the price the same, but improve the quality of your service or product.
I agree.
Any other suggestions? Any other ideas? Okay, sublook number 5. An employee is often absent from work. He says he's ill. You don't believe him. What action are you going to take? Kitty, how about you? What would you say? An employee is often absent from work. Says he's ill, but you don't believe him. What would you do?
Maybe like fire.
Fire him. Wow. Okay, so what if he is really ill and you fire him? What about your other staff? Will your other staff be happy then?
You mean like I believe him or I don't believe him?
You don't believe him, says here. You don't believe him.
But he actually ill.
I don't know. You don't believe him. He says he's ill, but you don't believe him.
Maybe
What course of action?
tell him to give you evidence such as like medical document.
Medical documents. Okay, so you can ask him. So I think we should ask him for medical documents. Yeah? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Any other suggestions? No? Okay. All right. Now, recommending action. I think we should. I don't think we should. Fairly straightforward. Have a look at these phrases. These phrases are advice phrases for recommending action. I'd recommend, I wouldn't recommend. We might consider plus verb plus ing. So I'd recommend plus verb plus ing. I wouldn't recommend plus verb plus ing. We might consider, we might want to, plus a verb. It might be a good idea to do something. It might be a good idea to avoid doing something. Okay, so it wouldn't be a good idea. It'd be or it wouldn't be a good idea to do something. Okay, so now have a look at these phrases. We've got some phrases that we can use to discuss these topics. We need to discuss, for example, we need to discuss company English classes. Basically, we've got two alternatives. Either we can employ a teacher or send staff to a language school. What do you suggest? Okay, so for example, I'd recommend, I wouldn't recommend, and give reasons. I agree, I'm not so sure about that. So you can either agree or disagree with your partners. All right, so let's have a quick look at these items then. All right, so I'll introduce the topic. We need to discuss company English classes. Basically, we have two alternatives. We can either employ a teacher or send staff to a local language school. What do you suggest? So, Euro, what would you suggest? What would
What?
this company English classes, right? You need English classes for your company. What would you suggest? Employ a teacher or send staff to a local school? What would you suggest?
Employing a teacher would be cheaper reasons.
It would be cheaper.
Yes, but it would cost a fortune if they send their staff to a language school.
Uh-huh. So what about a full-time teacher though?
It will definitely be cheaper for sure.
Do you have enough work for a full-time teacher though? Full-time teacher for a company English class. Okay. All right. Any other suggestions? Okay. All right. So we need to discuss office paperwork. We've got a lot of paperwork in our office. basically, we've got two alternatives. We can either buy another computer or recruit a secretary. Pritsunu, what do you think? Which option is the best and why? And try to use these phrases.
It might be good idea to recruit a secretary.
Again, sorry?
Thing is, we might want to recruit a secretary
Why?
because paperwork is more like need to do by a person.
Okay. All right. Office cleaning. Employ cleaners. Outsource the work. What does outsource mean? If you outsource something, what does it mean? So if you outsource work, that means that you send that work to another company. Okay. Employ cleaners, that means that you employ them directly, but outsource the work means that you would find an office cleaning company. So, Kitty, what do you think? Office cleaning, employ cleaners or outsource the work? What do you think?
What does outsource the work mean?
Outsource means when you outsource work, that means you get a company that does that work and you employ that company and they do that work for you.
If it's cheaper, it might be employ cleaners.
Okay. Do you think it would be cheaper to employ cleaners or do you think it'd be cheaper to outsource the work?
Actually, I still don't understand about like the outsource of the work.
Okay, so you get a cleaning company to do the work for you instead of employing cleaners.
I think employ cleaners.
Okay, why is that an advantage over outsourcing the work?
I think it's cheaper.
Cheaper. Okay. What happens if your cleaners are ill and can't come to work? So if you employ cleaners and they are sick,
Find another cleaner.
get another cleaner.
Find another cleaner.
Really? But you've employed them already. Okay, now if you outsource the work, then that means the company must find somebody to do the work for you, right?
Oh, okay. I just knew it. Sorry.
Okay, all right. Aha, what about this? New sales job, Euro. What are you going to do? Promote somebody or contract a recruitment agency? What do you think? What would be the best? You've got a new sales job in your company. What would be the best thing to do? Promote somebody or contract a recruitment agency? What does promote mean?
This means advance to the rank.
So if you promote somebody, they go into a higher job, right?
Yes.
Okay,
And they also receive a higher payment as well.
that's right. And a recruitment agency will find new staff for you. So what's best? Promote someone or get a recruitment agency to find new staff for you? What would be best, do you think?
I think by promoting someone will give the person another opportunity to advance to their career.
Advance in their career, not to their career.
Yes.
Okay, all right. Okay, so promote someone would give them an opportunity. Why would it be better than finding somebody new, you think? Now, as you said, it give them the opportunity to advance in their career, but any advantages for the company?
Well, it could be due to budgetary reasons, or we simply want, or I simply want to give another person a chance to proving himself.
Okay, okay, fair enough. Good. Working from home. Allow it or don't allow it? Empire, what do you think? What would you do, Empire? Would you allow your staff to work from home, or would you not allow them to work from home? And Nene, how about you? What do you feel about this? Working from home, allow it or don't allow it? What do you think?
In my opinion, I'm allow it, but
I
if
could allow it. I'd allow it.
I allowed it,
Okay. Why? Why do you think working from home is an advantage?
I think the people who work at home will be more happy to stay in the safe zone, some kind like that.
Okay. Okay. All right. Anybody got any other ideas? Working from home, do you think it's a good idea or not a good idea? Kitty, what do you think?
I would allowing it.
You would allow it? Okay.
Yes.
all right. And Kritsunu, what about you? What do you do? No thoughts. Euro, how about you?
I agree because the staff going can still be productive.
That can still be productive working from home.
Yes.
Okay. What do you mean by productive?
Well, they can have a Zoom meeting and they could be discussing their work through it, I think.
Okay. All right, good. All right. Here's the problem. You've got too much work for staff to do. What are you going to do? Hire additional staff, which means employ new workers, or get temporary staff from an agency. Temporary staff, what do we mean? If they're temporary, what does that mean? So temporary staff will be staff that will stay with you for a short time, perhaps 1 month, perhaps 2 months, perhaps 3 months, and then they will leave the company. That's temporary staff. It's not part-time. Full-time staff will work there every day, always. Part-time staff maybe only work at the weekend, but temporary staff only work for a limited amount of time. And then they stop working for you. So there are lots of agencies that will provide temporary staff. So too much work for the staff to do. Which is the best option? Hire additional staff or get temporary staff from an agency? What do you think? Anybody got an idea? Empire, what do you think? Okay, Kritsunu, how about you? What's your thoughts on this?
think we might want to hire additional staff.
So that would be hiring them full time.
Yeah.
Okay. So what advantage would there be of hiring new staff full time, do you think?
I think it with more efficiency to do their work
If
because
they
yeah,
do their work more efficiently.
yeah,
Okay, why would they do, what do you mean they do their work more efficiently? What do you mean?
they can share their work to make the work together.
Mhm. Okay, all right. Office dress code, formal clothes or casual attire? Formal clothes means necktie, smart jacket. Casual attire could be jeans, could be anything. So what do you think? Kitty, what do you think?
I think allow casual attire because like everyone will satisfy about outfit to go to work and be and have confidence.
Okay. So what casual attire, what do you think? Like jeans, that's okay, right?
Jean is not allowed, but like some other clothes that like polite to do is allowed.
Okay. Best time for a meeting, Euro, in the morning or after lunch? What do you think?
Well, it would be a good idea to have a meeting in the morning.
Why?
Uh, because it's simply in the morning. Everybody should wake up and attend to the meeting.
Yeah, they should do. Okay.
Or
Why not
after lunch.
after lunch then? What's the problem with meetings after lunch, do you think?
They could be busy about their, their own business.
All right, last one. Promoting a new car. Which is the best way to promote a new car, do you think? Social media or TV? And reasons why. Give me reasons why. Anybody?
I think advertise on social media because like on TV like there are like just like a few people watch on it for like
Mhm. Okay. All right. Any other ideas? Any other suggestions? No. Okay. Oh, best. You're in the class. Did you send your presentation to the admin?
Yes.
You did.
but there's no admin.
Yeah.
What do you mean there's no admin?
Admin is not in the Zoom right now.
I know. Did you send your presentation to admin by line?
Oh, I did.
You did.
Yes.
Then I'll ask them to send that in a few moments then. Okay. All right. So advertising on social media. Okay, fair enough. Let's continue. Okay. Okay. And Name. What does he mean? I can or can I share by myself? What do you mean?
Or sorry. At first, I think you have like you tell me to send file to admin, right? I think I have to send file to admin, so admin will share the screen for me. And I asking her.
They will send it to me and I'll run the presentation for you.
Okay, I get it.
Okay, so did you send your presentation to the admin?
I'm sending it.
Mhm. Okay. All right, so are you ready to do your presentation now, Nene? Okay. Bess, did you send your presentation to the admin?
Not yet, not yet.
Okay. All right, so Nene, are you ready to do your presentation?
I think yes. Did you get a file?
You get a file. It looks awesome.
Oh, thank you.
There we go. Okay. All right, so you have an audience. Everybody is here. Go ahead. Let's hear your presentation.
Okay. Good morning, everyone. My name is Napasagan Chomchengpat, or you can call me Nene. Today, I'm going to talk about my business called Pals. Next, please. Okay, I have divided my presentation into the big two areas. First is about a general information. Then we will move to the deeper detail about my business. Okay, next, please. Okay, let's start to know more about us. Our band came from Thailand. We located in Bangkok around Transnitwong 13. About my story, I started my business in 2023, inspired by the idea of wanting the base for my pet, just like how a mother made a homemade food for her child. So this led me to create a pet food business called Pounds that focused on providing the highest quality food for pet. Next, please. About our employee, in nowadays we have 200 employees in our family, divided to two areas, but we still in the same place, but just divided in two buildings. In head office around 20 people, and in the factory around 180 people. Okay, next please. Our products are cat food, dog food, shampoo for pet, and a pet toy. And all product mainly sale on online platform. Next, please. Let's move to the deeper detail. This bar graph shows the sales of our product. Like as you can see, cat food has a highest that's reaching about 50,000 pack per month. Dog food come next, around 40,000 pack per month. Toy is the third with 28,000 pieces per month, and the shampoo has the lowest, that close to 15,000 bottles per month. So the most sold or the most in demand item is the cat food, while shampoo is the least. Yeah, next please. Let's see how we're spending. This pie chart shows the business spending breakdown for the company Pounds. The chart indicate that the company spend most heavily on animal food ingredients. Like I say that we mainly on the base ingredient for the food. And staff salary with Unity and relatively small cost. Okay, next please. Now let's move to the global division. We mostly sell the product in Thailand, but also have some other country, which is Japan and Taiwan, that buy our product, but not that much because we mostly sell in Thailand. And let's go to the final part of this presentation. It's about financial detail in 2024. As you can see, the lowest percentage is in May. The highest is in October. I think because there are a lot of end of the year promotion in around that time. A final quarter, overall, the graph show a fluctuation with a strong increase in the half of the year. There is a sharp rise from January to February and drop between February to May. From June to October, there is a strong and upward. The data reflect a challenge in the first half of the year with a strong recovery and growth in the second half of the years. Okay. Thank you for today. Thank you for listening. Do you have any question, or you can message us for a comment by the contact that I give?
All right, guys, do you have any questions about Nene's business here? Why did you think of doing this business, Nene?
As first, I got inspired from my own cat. Yeah, it had been a stray cat before, and after I take care of them, I think I want to give the best thing for them. So I think like mom made a homemade food for us, right? So I want to make the best for my pet also.
So what's the benefit of your food for animals? How does it, is it simply because it tastes better, or is it because it's better food?
It's not only tastes better, but it's also good for the health. It's healthy, like not that salty, not that some kind of it's very healthy for the pet.
Okay. Okay. All right. Anybody else got questions? No questions from anybody? Okay. All right. Well, thank you very much indeed for that
Thank you.
presentation. Thank you very much for your effort. I love the slides. Nice black and white slides. They're very clear, very nice. You've obviously put some effort into that. Which tool did you use to make your slides?
I used some Canva, some Google Slide. Like I use both of them to mix
Is
together.
this your real telephone number?
Yes.
Oh, dangerous. You should put XXX at the end. So people-
Okay.
All right. Well, look, thank you very much for your effort. I genuinely appreciate you putting that effort in. Okay. Best, have you sent your presentation to the admin? Best, have you sent your presentation to the admin?
I only writing in the note. I didn't make it a file.
Okay. Okay. So you don't have a slide to show us?
Yes.
Yes, you do?
I don't have, but I only writing in the note.
I see.
Okay.
All right, go ahead then.
Okay. My business is the solar tech industry. I'm introducing myself first. My name is Kimde Chandi. My business is solar tech industry. It's a nationality from Germany, and my head office is at Berlin, at Germany. I started at 2008 by a group of engineers. They're focusing on sustainability technology solution, and they have employee at 12,000 people worldwide, and global turnover at I mean 5.2 billion US dollar. They're spending 4.1 billion US dollar, including operation and marketing too. And global division we got is Europe, North American, Asian, Pacific, South American, and Middle East. The product we sell is solar panel, like just solar panel and voltage, or we can call it battery storage system. Next, we got eco home, or you can call it a smart home energy system. Like you can make you can recall it, what we say. And next we got a Terra Grid. It's a commercial energy grid solution. We got the financial details at 2024. Revenue we got 5.2 billion. At marketing we got 500 million. At the operation we got 2.3 billion. At a net profit we got 1.6 billion.
Mm.
Yes.
Okay, thank you for that. And has anybody got any questions about Best's business?
Sorry for very short.
Okay, why did you decide to go into this business, Best? What was your inspiration for this business?
Because my house use a lot of what is like too much energy in the house. Like I got so many electric technology in my house, and I have to pay the bill so much, like per per month, like 1,000 or 2,000 per month, and I want to like save the money. Yeah, save the money from the bill. You can reduce it.
Anybody else got a question for Best? So what do you hope to do with your company in the future?
I got no idea, right?
What are your plans for the future with your
Plan
company? What-
Sure. I want to do like the home with a made of a solar cell. So you can get some electric on a solar panel.
All right,
Yeah.
anybody else got questions for Best? Okay, well, thank you very much, Best. I appreciate you putting that effort in
You're
and
welcome.
doing the presentation for us. Okay. All right, good. Now, you're all studying online at the moment. And why are we studying online right now?
You mean why we study online right now, right?
Exactly.
I
Why
think
are we
because
studying online right now?
because the building is closed,
The building is closed because
the earthquake.
of the earthquake. Okay. All right, now, I'm sure that the Finn building will be fine at the end of April, but I imagine some buildings now, some companies now are looking for new offices for their companies. So, can you open the document that I've sent you, which is called New Office? It looks like this. Okay, can you open it on your mobile phones or on your devices?
Yes, we got it.
All right, now, what's the objective here? I want you guys to consider 3 different buildings. Okay. And we're going to have a quick discussion about which building is going to be the best building for your company. Okay. So, first building is First Place, opened in 1995. 1995, how many years ago is that? $1995, how many years ago? Well, it's 2025 right now. So
30?
it's gonna be 30 years, right? Does that mean it's a modern building or is it quite old, you think?
It's not that old, but
Not that old, but
mm,
not that modern.
yeah.
All right, good. Now, let's have a look at the details of these buildings. First of all, the location, Bang Na. Is that a good location for a business, do you think? You familiar with the Bang Na area?
Yes, but Bang Na is quite far from me, so I think it's a good area because it's in the middle of the town, but it's
Mhm.
quite far from me.
Okay, so BTS MRT. From this building to the BTS or the MRT, you have to get a taxi. And it's going to take 10 minutes to get to the BTS or MRT by taxi. Is that convenient, do you think? If you need to get to the BTS, you have to take a taxi. Is that convenient, do you think? And the expressway is 1 kilometer away. So before you can get on the expressway, you have to drive through town. Is that convenient?
No, it's not.
So it's not really bad, but it's not really good, is it? Okay, so office size, we've got 1,000 square meters, which is pretty big office. And the monthly rent is 100,000 baht. And facilities? In your office, in this office, you will get a kitchen. Now, that's a good thing. Your office will also give you 10 telephone lines, which is useful for a business. And you'll also get 10 parking spaces free. There's a swimming pool there. And in the local area, there are no restaurants, there's only street food. And these are the conditions. 5 years contract and paid after hours air conditioning. So you have to if you're going to use this office, you have to buy a 5-year contract. Now, that's quite a long time. And if you use this office after hours, the air conditioning, you have to pay after 6 o'clock. So that's first place building. And let's have a look at the next building. Best building, opened 2008. So not too long ago, but still a little bit old. What's the location? Ceylon. Is that a good location for a business, do you think?
I think that good.
Okay. MRT, BTS, 10 minutes on foot. So it's a 10-minute walk to the BTS. Is that good?
It's okay.
It's pretty good. That means your customers can get the MRT to your office. So the expressway is 5 kilometers away, which is quite far. Now the office size is 1,000 square meters. So that's the same as first place, but the rent is 300,000 baht. Why is it so expensive, do you think, this building?
Because it's in the middle of the town,
It's in the
And-
center of the town.
center of the town, and not far from BTS, MRT, right?
Okay, so there's a lot of advantages with the location. Yes, you get a kitchen and you get 10 telephone lines like this building, but you have to pay for parking. You pay for parking, but you're going to get free air conditioning in the evening, and you get free internet, and you get free swimming pool. And you know the location, Ceylon, it is next to department stores, it's next to restaurants, it's next to bars. If you purchase this office, you have to sign a 10-year contract. So let's look at this last one and then we'll take a short break. Last place building, 2018. So this is pretty new. The location is Lat Pral Soi 101. Is that a good location for a business, do you think? Any thoughts? What do you think? Is it a good location for a business? Are you familiar with Lat Pral Soi 101? Is it near the center of town?
It's near.
It's very far away.
Mm,
And to get there, you have to use the MRT Yellow Line, which is the new MRT BTS line. Goes up right up Lat Pral. The expressway. If you want to get on the expressway, it's 15 kilometers away. However, your office size is going to be 1,500 square meters, so it's much bigger than these offices. And what's the price? What's the price of last place building?
it's cheapest.
It's really very cheap. And you get a kitchen, a gym, swimming pool, and meeting room as part of this price. So very far away, but you get a lot of facilities. And you get 100 telephone lines and 60 parking spaces free. So your staff will be very happy because they're sure to have a parking space. Free internet in the evening, swimming pool, internet, high-speed internet, air conditioning free in the evening. And it's right next to department stores, restaurants, bars, and karaoke. And you only need to pay a 6 month contract for this building. Okay. So we've looked at these 3 buildings, and what we're going to do now, we're going to take a 10-minute break. Okay, first hour, you're going to get a 10-minute break. So we'll finish for 10 minutes and I'll see you back here in 10 minutes. Okay. All right. See you in 10 minutes, guys. Bye-bye. Okay, guys. Let's regroup. Okay. Now, what I want you to do is I want you to look at this information on your mobile device, on your mobile phone, on your iPad, whatever it is. And what I want you to do is I want you to look at the information about each building, and I want you to tell me if this is true or false. If it's false, what's true? So the first question is, best building is the oldest building. Have a look at the information. Is best building the oldest building? Is it true or false? So best, what do you think? Best building, is it the oldest building?
No,
So is it true or false?
false.
So what's the true statement? Which is the oldest building?
The first place.
First place. Is that correct? Okay. All right. So what about last place is the most modern building? Is that true or false? Nene, what do you think? Last place is the most modern building. Nene, what do you think?
Yes, I think it's true.
Okay, that's fair enough. And you get free parking at best building. Kitty, is that true?
Oh, wait a second. Park free?
Yeah.
No.
Free parking at best building. Is that true or false?
Oh, where? Oh, no, false, false. We need to pay it.
So it's false. It's paid. Okay. An office at last place building is larger than first place. Euro, what do you think?
I think it's correct.
Office at last place building is, yeah, okay, so it's true. First place building has the most telephone lines. Is that correct? Kritsanu, what do you think?
I think it's true.
Well, let's just check. First place, how many telephone lines? 10 telephone lines. And 10 for best place. And how many for last place? 100 telephone lines. So first place has the most telephone lines. Is that true or false?
False.
First place is closer to BTS or MRT. Anybody?
False.
So 10 minutes by taxi. 10 minutes on foot, that means walking. And you have to get on the yellow line here. So quite far. So first place building is closer. I think it's got to be false. which is closer? Well, best place building is 10 minutes on foot, so let's call that best place. The last place is the most expensive building. What do you think? Last place is 75,000 baht a month.
Is false.
Oh, so what's true?
The second one, right?
Again, sorry?
The second building is the most expensive, right?
What's the name of the second building? Building.
Best building.
First place building has the most expensive air conditioning. First place building has the most expensive air conditioning. What do you think? The last place building is free after hours, 1800. The best building is free after hours, and first place building, it's paid after hours. So first place building has the most most expensive air conditioning. True or false?
True.
And best building has the most facilities. True or false?
False.
So what's true?
The true is the last place building.
Best building is the cheapest for parking. What do you think?
False.
So what's true?
True is last place building because it's free.
So last place building has 60 and first place building has 10. But best building has 10 paid. So best building is the most expensive. So not cheapest, but the most expensive. Good. Now, have a look at these sentences. This vocabulary is fairly straightforward, but some of this vocabulary is not straightforward. So, which building is the least and the most cost effective? So what does cost effective mean, do you think? First of all, what is cost? What does cost mean? Well, cost is the amount of money that you have to spend for an office. So the cost, if something is cost effective, that means that you are getting good amount of things for your money. So for example, let's say if you buy a motorcycle Right? You want to go on a motorcycle from Finn College to Finn Business School to the BTS. And you go on a motorcycle because you don't want to walk. But the motorcycle will cost you 100 baht to get to the BTS station. Will you use the motorcycle? If it costs 100 baht to get from Finn Business School to the BTS station, will you use a motorcycle? Yes or no? Yes or no? Probably no. And the reason is because it's not cost effective. Okay. Cost effective means it's going to be too much money for what you get. Right? If it's not cost effective, if it is cost effective, that means you get a good return for the money that you are spending. Impressive. If something is impressive, what does it mean? So what's the adjective that goes with impressive? It is impressive. I am impressed. So if you are impressed with something, is it a good thing or not so good? What do you think?
Impressive is a good name.
Okay, so if you're impressed with something, then it's going to be good. It's going to be something which makes you feel, yeah, that's great. And so I am impressed. That's me. Why? Because it is impressive. Now, question is, which is the least impressive? So let's have a look at this vocabulary. Inaccessible. What does inaccessible mean?
Can reach.
So accessible means you can get there, and inaccessible is the opposite, means you can't get. So the most inaccessible will be the most difficult to get to. Value for money. So value for money means it's you get the most for what you spent. Now, which is the best value for money from these buildings, do you think? Now, let's have a look. Last place building, we get lots of things. We get lots of free things. And it's a cheap price. So that's good value for money. But what about this? Is this good value for money, do you think? 300,000 baht a month, is that good value for money, do you think? You only get 10 telephone lines and you have to pay for parking and you have to pay for air conditioning. Is that good value for money, do you think? Well, what do you think? Do you think it's good value for money? Now, for 300,000 baht, you don't get as much as last place building, and you don't get as much as first place building. But where is best building? Where is best building? What's the location of best building?
Silom.
And Ceylon is in the center of town, so it's in the center of the city. Is that a good location for your company's customers, or is it a bad location, do you think?
It's quite a good location.
And what about Black Proud Soy 101? Is that a good location for customers or a bad location?
It's too far, right?
I don't know. I'm asking you. What's your opinion?
In my opinion,
It's
it's
too far.
too far.
Okay, so best building is very expensive, but maybe it's better value for money because it's right in the middle of town and it's going to be in a great location for your customers. So maybe the location gives it more value than Lak Prau 101 or even Bang Na. So value for money is not always what you get for money. It could be things like how your customers feel about the location. It could be how easy it is for your customers to get to a certain location. That all of these elements represent value for money. The most facilities, well, that's fairly clear. Which building has the most facilities, do you think? So first place has kitchen. Best building has a kitchen, and Lak Prau has kitchen, gym, swimming pool, and meeting. So I think the most facilities, that's definitely going to be the last place building. Which is the most convenient for public transport? So if something is convenient, then it's easy to manage. Which is the most convenient, do you think, for public transport?
I think the last place.
Last place is convenient for public transport. Why?
They're the most closer to the SkyTrain.
Yeah, that's also 101. Okay. But is there a BTS there? There's no BTS. There's only an MRT station. And so that makes it a little bit less convenient. Best building, BTS and MRT, you just walk for 10 minutes. But first place, you have to go 10 minutes by taxi to get to the BTS or the MRT. So which is the most convenient for public transport? I'd say it's probably going to be best building because you can walk to both of them. Okay, all right, now this is what I'm going to ask you to do. We have Best Euro Kitty Kutsuna Nene. We've got 5 of you online. I'm going to put you into 2 breakout rooms. Okay, and I want you to look at this issue. You have a small startup company with 20 staff. Your company is involved in artificial intelligence. So, you know what AI is? Yeah, ChatGPT, sure you use it every day. And other high-tech, high technology areas. You want to move to a better office. And these are your 3 options. So these are your 3 options. What does a startup mean? If you are a startup, what does it mean?
Newbie.
So you're a new business. If you're a startup, do you have customers?
No.
Maybe one or two, but generally no. You don't have any customers. So if you don't have any customers, you don't have any income, or maybe you have to have a little bit of income. As a startup, you don't have any income yet, so you don't have any money from your customers, and you're using a bank loan to finance your company. You want an office that will keep your staff happy, but will also be cost effective and impress your customers. Now, I'll send this to you by line, by chat. So if you can open up your chat, this is your requirement. And what I want you to do is I want you to keep this document open on your iPad or your iPhone. And I'm going to put you into 2 breakout rooms, and I want you to discuss which building is the best building for your company. And I want you to come back and present which building you have chosen and why. And I want you to do all of that in English. Okay. Are you clear about my instructions? What do I want you to do? Well, I'm going to put you into 2 breakout rooms. So there'll be 1 group of 3 and 1 group of 2. And what I want you to do in English, I want you to decide which building is the best building for your company. And I want you to come back and I want you to present to us which building you have chosen and the reasons for choosing it. Okay. All right. So I'm going to put you into breakout rooms right now. Off we go. Best, can you join your room? Okay, so everybody back? Yeah. Okay, all right, so Kitty and Kritsanu, can you present your solution? Why, which building you chose, why you chose it, and why you choose the other building?
We decided to choose Last Place Building, opened in 2018, because we are startup company, so office size 1,500 square meters, but monthly rent is only 35,000, very cheap, best. And facility we got a lot, such as kitchen, gym, swimming pool, and meeting room. And we have and it has telephone 100 lines and parking space 50 for free. And the condition is only 6 months contract. Yes,
See, why did you choose not choose the others?
because it's cheaper and we just startup company.
Okay, but one of the requirements was it's got to impress your customers.
Kitchen, gym, swimming pool, and
Do
meeting
you
room.
think, do you think it will impress your customers to travel to Lap Rao 101?
It can go to MRT Yellow Line, so it's easy to transport.
So your customers will have to get on the yellow line and go to Lap Rao, sorry, 101.
Yes, it's convenient.
Do you think that will impress them?
No. I mean, like, it's convenient to go. Yes, because we have MRT Yellow Line.
But will it impress your customers, do you think?
Free air conditioning, swimming pool, and high-speed internet.
I see. Okay. All right. Thank you. Nene, Best Europe. Can you explain what you came up with?
Okay.
Okay, yeah, go ahead, please. Feel free.
We think our best choice will be Best Building that opened in 2008 because it's in a Ceylon in the center of the town
Mhm.
and it's very close to BTS MRT, only 10 minutes on walk on the foot. It is very easy to transport for a customer who come, or we give them a choice if they want to drive a car, we still have a parking space for them, then even we have to pay for them. But at first we think about the monthly rent is quite expensive, but I think our company will be better in the future. So we can handle the bank loan. And
10 contact year.
yeah, and 10 contract year because I think our company will go more than that far.
It is most convenient places to be.
Mhm. Mhm.
And because in the center of the
It's
town,
also the
so
most expensive.
yeah, I think it's a bit expensive.
I think because of the location itself,
Yeah.
Mhm. So why did you choose this building but not the others? Why did you not choose first place? Why did you not choose last place?
because of the locations, and I think the wealthy people tend to live in center of Bangkok,
Mhm.
so it will make it easier for them to access the building.
Okay. All right, so let's have a look at your business again. What's your business?
About AI and in technology, high technology.
So AI, high technology areas. Is this, what type of product is this? Is this a product that you need to go to visit? When you use ChatGPT, do you go to a location or do you just use it online?
I think actually we use it online, but in some high technology something that we want to show them or show them how to use it. Or some people don't know how to use it. Like we provide a space for them that you can come to our office and then I will show you how to do or how to use it. Some kind like that.
Okay, all right. So Kitty and Kristana, you've got different ideas. So as a group now, what I want you to do is to discuss which is the best. Best building or last place building. You've got these two choices. I want you to make one decision as a group of 5 people. Okay,
The reason why that we choose last place building is because like the cheap money lent, and if we like, if in the future we gain more money, we can like change the building. Yes, but now we just start up the building, start up company.
okay. So the other team, what do you think about that?
In my opinion, it's a great idea that you start in the cheapest place, then move to the other place. But for me, it is not only monthly rent, it's about I think about price of moving or about the our staff who some people they didn't live in the Bangkok, so they have to rent the building around our office or the MRT line, BTS line. So if we move the company to other building, they have to move, like follow us. So I think we should the main bit like choose at first, but that we will still live here for in the long term. So it would be better. This is my idea.
The other team, you've got to make a decision as a group of 5. So any other ideas on this? You've got to make a decision. For these 2 buildings.
We can make a vote, I think.
Again, sorry?
We can make a vote, I think.
Well, you can vote, but I'm pretty sure what your vote would be. What you need to do is to try to make the other people agree with you. The other team doesn't agree with you, and you've got to try to make them agree with you. That's the idea.
Convincing them.
Again, sorry?
By convincing them.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
And that way you get to practice your English. Vote is kind of straightforward. I'm sure there'll be 3 people voting for one and 2 people voting for the other. So as a group, you've got to try to convince each other that your decision is the right decision.
I see. Thank you.
Okay, so go ahead. Try to sell your building.
I come back because my internet is bad. Sorry.
Mhm. No? No ideas? No further discussion?
What about do a decision?
You've got to make a decision as a group of 5 people. So you should be trying to persuade the other team to accept your idea.
I think the best building is the best options.
How?
As you can see there, we have a good location, like close to MRT and have a space even facility we have only a kitchen, but we didn't use that much. We and it's in the center of the town, so I think it's the best area for both customer and both staff to transport, even from car or BTS MRT. So I think our option is quite good.
It is indeed the best place to be.
Also have a high-speed internet too.
But with just a startup company, I think it's gonna cost a lot because the condition is a 10-year contract. It's gonna cost a lot if we didn't make it.
But we took a bank loan anyway, so
But we need to handle more the money, and now like we are facing bad economy.
what do you think, Nene?
I think because our company is about AI and technology, so the world going like in front, they're walking, they're running. I'm not sure, but the world is going like to upgrade every day. AI and technology will be more and more popular. So I think we can do it.
I agree.
I agree too.
I think we can handle the loan from the bank. So the best building probably be the best option.
Yeah, and even other thing is if we in the center of the town, right? So customer can come to visit us easily. We can bring them to the tech department store to bring more, make for the relationship better. So our business will grow up more and more. Like it's in a better way, I think.
We can later expand it as well, so we don't have to move anywhere else.
But the more center our city, I think the more traffic is gonna have a lot of problem to get
think-
in center city.
I think it's far better than the Lad Power, I think.
But when a customer came to the base building, I think it's gonna cost a lot of when the have to parking because it have to pay.
Everybody have to pay, but it'll be worth it.
Why? Why will it be worth it? Euro, you said it'd be worth it. Can you explain why you think it would be worth it?
I think because they have a purpose to visit the building as the first place. So there will be some sort of agreement that they are going to make, I think.
Kitsuno, what do you think about that? Are you convinced?
Nope. Because even more center, I think it's gonna cause a lot of problem.
Okay. Gonna cause a lot of problems. All right, so. All right, well, I think maybe at this stage. You'll have to take a vote. Okay, so Euro, which building do you vote for?
I vote for the base.
Kitty, how about you?
Last place building.
And Bess, what about you?
Best building.
And Krishna,
You're the last place.
nay.
I still believe that my business will grow up more, so I use this building.
All right, so I get my vote. This is a tech company, artificial intelligence. Where are your customers going to be from? Your customers are going to be from all around the world. Will they be visiting Thailand for AI, high tech?
I
Will they be
think the
will they
customer
visit
will
Thailand
come.
for this reason, do you think?
I think the people will come around from around the world because we have to share like the idea or the technology together.
So this is not like a product like a handbag where people have to come and see it, or a machine. This is going to be all entirely online. So I think it's going to, I don't know. Do you think your customers are going to travel around the world to come to visit your office? Do you think so?
Yeah, it's like they coming to do a business. It's not only for like coming to do business. Maybe they want to come to visit Thailand also. So we just one part of them that visit work and travel, some kind like that. Work and come to work and also travel in Thailand. And we're in the center, right? So we can show them about the Bangkok or some kind like that.
Okay. All right. Okay, well, I guess it has to be best building, but I think it's very expensive for a startup company. It's taking a very big risk. If your company doesn't make money very quickly, then you're going to have a major problem. You're going to have a 10-year contract, which you must pay 300,000 baht a month for. So how much money is that contract? 300,000 baht times 12. So that's 300 times 10. Okay, so what is it? It's 300,000 baht times
36
12,
million.
times 12 times 10. So you're going to have a 36 million baht problem if you don't make money immediately. If you don't make money, you're probably going to have to leave this office, but you still will have to pay. You have a 10-year contract. Last place building, you've got 6 months contract. So I don't know. You're very optimistic, and I really hope that you succeed, but I think that's very risky. It's a lot of money to spend, and when if your business does not succeed, you still have to pay 36 million baht. I think that's quite a big risk, but anyway, that's fine. All right, we'll finish there, and let me just make a note of this. All right, now, today's class, as far as presentation skills is concerned, we've finished all the material for presentation skills. We've heard from 2 students who gave us presentations. So as far as presentation skills is concerned, the class is finished. If you wish, we can, for the last hour of the class, we can practice some general discussion, which will be similar to what we've just done, or we can finish the class now. It's entirely up to you. What would you prefer? Would you prefer to continue and just do some general English discussion, or would you like to finish the class right now? Best, what's your opinion?
Me?
Everybody, I want everybody's opinion. What do you think? Do you want to finish now or do you want to continue with some general discussion?
For me, I want to finish because at 12:13 I have to go study a driving car today.
Nay,
I have
how
to go
about you?
early.
Me? Oh, I actually have a time. I can stay in the class, but it's up to our classmate.
So, Kritsunu, what do you think?
I'll to classmate too. I'm
Okay.
sure.
I'm sorry?
To classmate too.
Can't hear what you're saying. Can you,
Classmate too.
okay, Euro, what do you want to do?
I'm good too. I'm good for another hour. But what about the other?
Okay, so
I mean, we could
S
call
is
it
leaving
the
anyway.
morning.
Nene says yes, and Kritsunu, I can't hear what your answer is. Kitty, how about you? What would you like to do?
It's fine.
Again, sorry?
It's fine to continue. It's up to classmates.
Yeah, okay, so you got to make a decision. Because if you decide not to, then I'll be leaving. And if you decide to, then I'll be staying. So can you make a decision? What would you like to do? Would you like to continue or would you like to finish the class there? Best, we know that you've got a driving lesson. Nene, Kitsunu, Euro, Kitty, what, do you want to continue or do you want to leave it there?
I can continue, but what we gonna do?
We're going to do some discussion, which is similar to what we've just done.
Mm,
Okay, so let's take a 10-minute break. And when we come back, I'll give you some discussion activities. Okay?
okay.
I'll see you back here in 10 minutes. Okay, guys, let's continue. You should have received a document this morning called Hiring an Executive. I'd like you to open that document for me. So, you've just discussed a building, and now we're going to discuss hiring a new executive. What is an executive? What does executive mean? So if you are an executive, are you a high-level person in a company or a low-level person in a company? Can you hear me, guys?
Yes,
An executive, is that a high-level person or a low-level person, you think?
I think it's higher.
I think
So an executive is going to be, for example, CEO is an executive, a head of a department is going to be an executive, and your job is to employ a new executive for this company called UJuice. So we're going to look at what UJuice do. UJuice Incorporated, based in Monterrey, Mexico, sells ready to drink juices all over the world. So this is orange juice, you know, the sorts of juices that you have in a box. Originally a Mexican company, it is now owned by a large US corporation. So it's owned by a big American company. UJuice is currently looking for a sales and marketing director. So this is going to be somebody who's in charge of sales and marketing for its facilities in Brazil, Argentina, and Colombia. What language do they speak in Brazil? Anybody know? What language do people speak in Brazil? They speak Portuguese. What language do people speak in Colombia, Argentina, and Mexico? Kitty, Mexico, Argentina, Colombia. What language do they speak?
Spanish.
They speak Spanish. So a US corporation, new executive. So you're going to need somebody who can speak English well, and you're going to need someone who can speak Spanish and Portuguese. So this is going to be very difficult. Recently, sales have been poor. Overall sales revenue was 35% below target. So they are not selling enough ready to drink fruit juice. They need to sell more. So you're going to employ a new sales and marketing director for this purpose. So here are the problems. Sales staff are not highly motivated and staff turnover is high. If you are motivated to do something, do you want to do it or you don't want to do it? If you are motivated to do something, do you want to do it or you don't want to do it? Nay, what do you think? If you are motivated to do something, do you want to do it or you don't want to do it? Europe,
I don't
what your
want
thoughts?
to.
If somebody is motivated to do something, that means that you want to do it. Staff turnover. What is turnover of staff? It means your staff are leaving and you have to hire new staff. That's turnover. Old people leave, new people join. The sales managers say that the low sales are due to strong competition. So you have a lot of businesses that are doing the same thing as you. The previous director had no clear strategy for developing sales. What's the strategy? What does strategy mean? Europe, what does strategy mean?
The course of actions.
Or a plan? A
Yes.
plan might be another word. Okay, good. Not enough market research has been done. So what's market research? Market research is when you look at your market and you try to find what people want. So you're going to try to get a new executive and he's going to be sales and marketing director. So sales, what's sales? Sales is selling products. Marketing is things like advertising products and promotion. New appointment. There are 3 candidates for this position. Okay, and they're going to be working in Sao Paulo, Brazil. What language do they speak in Brazil? Portuguese. So you possibly need someone who speaks Portuguese well. The successful candidate will be responsible for these elements: sales and marketing strategies, coordinating the work of sales teams, carrying out market research to improve customer numbers. Successful candidate will be a strong personality with leadership qualities and energetic. Dynamic and enthusiastic. If somebody is dynamic, they do things quickly. If somebody is enthusiastic, they are very interested and excited about what they do. So the candidate, the person that you employ, will have a good academic background. Academic background, what does it mean? Go to university, get a degree. You need somebody who has a good academic background and relevant work experience. So somebody who has worked in this position before. Organization and interpersonal skills. Interpersonal skills, you can talk to people. Numeracy and analytical skills. You're really good at doing mathematics and you understand what the results of the mathematics mean. Good linguistic ability, you're good with languages. The position will involve frequent travel in the 3 countries. The 3 countries are Brazil, Argentina, Colombia. Okay. All right, so we are going to look at 3 candidates and you're going to listen to 3 candidates speaking. So, candidate 1, Joanna Ramos, aged 30. Is that old, you think? 30?
Not that old.
It's not that old. She's Mexican, so obviously she speaks Spanish. And she's 30. She's married with 2 children. She's got 2 children, 7 and 9 years old. Is that a problem, do you think? She's going to be the boss. She's going to be the head of your sales and marketing division, but she's got 2 children, 7 and 9 years old. Is that going to be difficult for her, do you think? Well, how old are you guys right now? Euro, how old are you?
20.
You're 20. So imagine in 10 years you have 2 children. Is that going to be a lot of work or a little work, do you think?
10 years from now.
Yeah, in 10 years you have 2 children. Is that going to make things difficult for you, or is it going to be easy?
Well, it is gonna be difficult.
She has a degree in economics. Economics is the study of money around the world. It's not sales and it's not marketing. So does she have the right qualifications? But she's studying a master's degree in marketing and she's doing it by distance learning. What does distance learning mean? Well, you're doing distance learning right now. You're studying at home. You're studying over the internet. You're studying by people sending you documents. Distance learning. So she's 30. She has 2 children to take care of, and she's studying for a master's degree by distance learning at home. Is she busy, do you think, this lady?
Yes, really busy.
She's extremely busy. So that's something to think about. Is she going to be able to do this job? She's worked for your company since leaving university, worked in market research for 1 year and then sales. So she has experience in market research and sales, good knowledge of computing and numeric, which means she's good with numbers. Top sales representative in the last 5 years. Fluent Spanish, which is good. Fluent Italian, good English, intermediate Portuguese. Now she's going to be traveling to Brazil. So maybe this is going to be a problem. She's going to be based in Sao Paulo. So she probably needs really good Portuguese. Somebody interviewed her and they left these comments. Strong eye for detail. She can find small problems. Very competitive. She wants to win all the time. Not afraid to speak her mind, even if it upsets colleagues. So she doesn't care what she says very much. However, she's very funny and she has a really good idea about what the company needs to do. They gave her an intelligence test and she got a score of 10. So she's really an intelligent girl. Let's have a look at Chantel. She's 41 and she's divorced, so she doesn't have a husband, and she has 1 child, aged 5. Is that a problem, you think? Anybody got an opinion about that? She's 41. She's got no husband, but she does have a child. Is that going to make life difficult for her, you think?
She will be a bit busy, right? I
I
think.
think she might be very busy.
Yeah.
Got a university degree in business and a diploma in marketing. So a diploma in marketing, is that very high level? Not really. Diploma is less than a bachelor's degree. So she does have some academic background, but not much. This is not a really high qualification. But she's worked for 2 years in market research and 15 years in sales and marketing. So she really does have a lot of experience. She's been with UJuice for 3 years, very hardworking, and she got really big bonuses each year because she does a really good job. Good sales record in all her previous positions. So she's really good at sales. Fluent Portuguese, excellent English, but intermediate Spanish. So intermediate, her Spanish is not so great. And remember, she's going to be working in Mexico. She's going to be working in Argentina, Colombia. These are Spanish-speaking countries. So that might be a problem. She was interviewed, and the notes about her is she's quiet, but she wants to progress in her career. She wants to get on. Sociable person, good communication skills. She believes the new director should be involved in all decisions. Her intelligence test gave her 7. So there's a few questions about, is she decisive? Does she make decisions quickly? What about her leadership qualities? Have a look at candidate number 3, Jeff Sanderson. He's an American, so he's native English speaker. Aged 54. Is that old? Well, it's a little bit old, but it's not really old. And he's single, no wife, no family. Now, if he has no wife and no family, is that good for your company or bad for your company, do you think?
I think it's good because he will focus more on our company.
Okay. He's got a university degree in sociology, which is the study of society. Nothing to do with sales and marketing, but he has a master's degree from Harvard University in business. Have you heard of Harvard University before? Is it a good university, do you think?
It's a good university.
No, it's one of the best in the world. So this is a really good qualification. He has a master's in business administration, so that will cover everything. Sales, marketing. That's a very strong qualification. He's worked for this company for 20 years. He's always worked in sales. In the last 5 years, sales manager in France and Italy. Increased sales by 8% in a 5-year period. Now, increased sales, is that good or bad?
It's good.
8%, is that good?
Remarkable.
Again, sorry?
Remarkable.
8% in 5 years? Think about it. Less than 10%. He's working in that job for 5 years, but only increased sales by 8%. I don't think it's remarkable. I think it's not very much. However, he did increase sales. He's fluent in English and Portuguese, so that's good. Spanish, good reading skills, needs to improve his speaking ability. So he can read Spanish, but he can't speak Spanish. Is that going to be a problem, do you think? Which countries will he be working in? He's going to be working in Mexico and Argentina. So really, he needs to be able to speak Spanish well. So this is a problem. Somebody interviewed him. He's a serious person, so he doesn't joke, he doesn't laugh, he doesn't have fun. He's respected by his staff. I'm a company man, so no family, no children, just works for the company. Lacks creativity, so he doesn't think of new things to do very easily, and believes new ideas should come from the staff. Some staff say he's a workaholic. What's a workaholic? Well, a workaholic is somebody who never stops working. For example, an alcoholic is somebody who never stops drinking alcohol. He's a workaholic. He never stops working. Good management skills, interested in South American cultures, 8 out of 10 for his intelligence test. Why does he want this job? And energetic? Because we need to think whether he's energetic. Now, keep in mind, this job is sales and marketing, but there is no mention of marketing experience. He's had sales manager experience, he's worked in sales, but no marketing experience. However, he has a master's in business administration from Harvard Business School, which is a genuinely excellent qualification. Now, I'm going to play a recording for you, and you're going to listen to each person speaking. So what I want you to do, listen to what they say, and I want you to write down notes, because later you're going to discuss which person is going to get the job. Okay, you're going to make a decision as a group who's going to get the job. So we're going to listen to Ivana. Let's see what she says, and I want you to make any relevant notes.
Unit 1, Careers, Track 11. Extract 1.
The children will be no problem. I'll probably send them to an international school in Sao Paulo. My husband's a writer, so he can work anywhere. I've got a career plan. I want to get to the top. I think I can do that and be a good mother as well. You have to be well organized, of course, and be a bit selfish at times.
Unit 1, Careers, Track 12. Extract 2.
How can we increase sales in the 3 markets? Well, I'll be checking the performance of the managers and sales reps carefully. I'll set the reps' targets, and if they meet them, they'll get good bonuses. The managers will also have to meet their targets. If they don't, they should start looking for a new job. The main aim of a sales manager is to make money for the company, isn't it?
Okay, so you've listened to Joanna. Now, if you need to listen to it again later, we can do if you want. But now let's listen to Chantal. Let's see what she has to say.
Unit 1, Careers, Track 13. Extract 1.
My son is only 5, but he'll come with me if I get the job. His father won't be at all pleased, but he can't do anything about it. I could leave my son with his grandparents, but I don't want to do that. I'm sure he'll be all right in a Brazilian school. Children adapt very quickly to new places. It won't be a problem for me or him.
Unit 1, Careers, Track 14. Extract 2.
What's the best way to improve the performance of the sales teams? Well, I'll work closely with the sales managers, try to get a good relationship with them, And I look at the commissions we give the sales reps. Are they high enough to motivate them? I'll check the reps' progress regularly. Also, I'll make suggestions about improving the customer database. That's very important.
Okay, let's listen to Jeff. Let's see what he has to say.
Unit 1. Careers. Track 15. Extract 1.
What kind of person am I? Well, people often say I'm a loner because I've never married, but I think I'm fairly sociable. I'm definitely a bit of an intellectual. I have many interests: literature, music, world cinema, traveling abroad, and getting to know other cultures. Perhaps that's why I've never married or had children.
Unit 1. Careers. Track 16. Extract 2.
I have the experience and skills to improve our performance in these markets. I'd send the sales teams on team-building courses and have regular meetings with the 3 sales managers. The job would be a big challenge for me at the end of my career with our company. Of course, I've studied the cultures of the 3 countries, so I should have no problems working with the sales teams.
Okay. Now, you've read about them, you've heard about them. Is there anybody that you want to listen to again? No? Okay, so best is moved, best not participating. Okay, so we've got the 3 of you right now. Okay, we've got, who've we got in? We've got Euro, Kitty, Krishna, and Nene. Okay, so I'm going to put you into breakout rooms with a partner. And what I want you to do is I want you to discuss with give me a minute. Oh, who's missing? Okay, well, there's only 3 of you, so I don't need to put you into a breakout room. You can, there's only 3 of you, so there's no point in putting you in breakout rooms because Best has gone. So what I want you to do is I want you to discuss which person you're going to give the job to and why. And I'm going to leave you for 10 minutes to discuss it. When I come back, I want your final decision. Okay, I want you to give me a short presentation on who you've chosen and why not the others. All right, I'll leave you to it. Off you go.
So, what do you think?
Hello again. going to pick?
I think the first one who named Jonna Ramos. I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but I think her profile is quite good.
I think so.
Candidate to that. I think she will be boozy, really boozy, because she divorced, one child, old and still young.
And what about
Um,
the third one?
The third one, I highlight here. They need to improve his speaking ability, right? But he quite good profile in the Harvard Business School.
Can we employ both of them?
So you want to shoot both of them, 1 and 2 and 3?
Yes, so the other can learn from him.
Great, that better. But are they allowed to choose 1 or 2?
I'm not sure. Yes, I know. What do you think?
What do you think about 3 candidates? We think that candidate 1 and candidate 3 is the best choice. What do you think? Any idea? Pardon?
1, I think.
1, right? You think 1, right? Hmm. Yeah, I think let's see more information. Wait a moment, please.
The best one probably be the third candidate, but he won't be able to speak.
Yeah. So can both of them like work together to improve each other? No, right? I'm
I
not sure that we can choose only 1 people or not, or can choose 2 people.
It's not against the rule, is it?
Yeah,
Not sure.
not sure. Yeah, still not sure. But if you have to choose 1 or 3, only 1 people.
Yeah, the first candidate would be probably be the way to go.
Yeah, agree. So if we can choose 2, we choose 1 and 3. But if we choose only 1, we will choose 1. If you choose 2 people, you will have to explain exactly why. Oh.
So we already know what to explain. It's not against the rule, so we can pick 2 candidates. But one way or the other, we're gonna explain it anyway. And what should we point out for him?
Oh, he said you can't keep 2 people forever.
The third candidate will probably be retiring soon, so
Yeah.
the
Because he
candidate who came up and take the role.
great idea. I get you. So if he retry, candidate 1 can work in his part, right?
The third candidate will probably be her superior. for the
Mm-mm.
time being until he retired, I think.
Mhm.
What do you think? Is it any a better idea?
I think I like your idea. I agree with you about the who Jeff and Jonah, candidate 1 and 3, yeah. And when but I still think candidate 1 is the most interesting. I just I don't know about his language and his age.
Yeah, and she know what she's doing as well.
Mm,
But the education somewhat questionable.
Teacher, do you think people will like Jonah? Jonah? How to pronounce Jonah?
Joanna.
Joanna, right? Joanna.
Joanna.
Joanna. Mm,
Oh, I think so. Because she has a good sense of humor,
mm,
and I think she probably get along fine with the other. Don't you agree?
I'm agree. Okay, so candidate 1. Yay. Prepare your conclusion. Oh,
So we pick both of them.
but he say we cannot keep them like forever. At last, we have to choose one, right?
But
But I
one
like.
one of them gonna retiring soon anyway, so it doesn't matter. I think.
Oh, yeah, so that's no problem. Why the person you choose and why not the other? Okay.
I think the reason we not choose the second candidate because her indecisiveness, I think.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, let me see. Wait a minute. The decision and stuffing. Decision.
According to the listening, is nothing remarkable of her.
Agree that point. And I think she would be very boozy because she said she can keep her children with their grandparent, right? But she don't want to.
Exactly.
Mm,
Might be a problem for a company, I think.
agree. So this is the reason we don't choose candidate 2. Okay. Write down. Should be. Should be boozy.
Okay, guys. So let me know your decision. Who did you choose? And why not the others? And go ahead. Just tell me what you think.
What about the other group?
We
You're
have only
put in
one
the
group.
same group. There's no other group.
We have only 3 people left.
See.
Okay, go ahead.
We have decided to pick the first and the third candidates.
Okay, why is that? Explain.
the candidate one. Joanna, I think she will not choosy like candidate two, because she married, right? She have 2 children, but she can also have her husband, and she said, she sent her children to the school in
Mhm.
Sao Paulo or something, and her husband is a writer that can work everywhere. So I think it's not like affect to the company.
Okay. Okay. Anything else? What about Jeff though? Why not Jeff?
Sorry, what did you say?
Why not Jeff?
Oh, I think we decided to pick both of them.
Okay. You can't keep them both forever, so what are you gonna do?
Jeff Sanderson probably gonna retiring soon, so, and the first candidate will step up to take the job.
Let me see. Okay, so what's the benefit of employing both of them at the same time? I don't understand. Why are you gonna employ both of them?
Because the first candidate could learn from the third one, because he has remarkable educations.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm agree to the point. So after she learns something, she will improve herself more. When he retired, when Jeff Sanderson he retired, so she can work more like, yeah, can work more.
Yes, and the third candidate could also learn the language skill from the first one as well. So both of them can help each other.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, and you think this is the best approach, do you?
I think so.
Yes, I think.
Okay, so how long are you gonna keep Jeff in the? How long are you gonna keep Jeff in this?
As long as he wanted to be around,
Oh, really?
perhaps 6 years, less. This depends.
Okay. All right, so you're gonna keep Jeff on for 6 years and you're gonna keep Joanna at the same time. Joanna's gonna benefit from learning from Jeff. And then Jeff's gonna probably retire and she'll take over full time. Is that about right?
Yes.
Exactly.
Why have you chosen her though? I'm still not 100% clear why you've chosen. What do you like about her?
According to the listening, I think she knows what she is doing, and also she also had good strategy, I think, and a good leadership skill as well.
You don't think people will be maybe a little bit scared of her?
She have a good sense of humor, so I think
She will
She's
get along fine, I
If
think.
people don't meet their targets, they should look for another job. That sounds quite strong. So you think she's gonna be okay, do you? You think she's gonna be all right?
But it will motivate the other to put a lot of effort into their work, I think.
Okay. All right. Okay, all right, that's great. So you've come up with a decision on that. Well done. We'll finish for today. Do you have a class this afternoon? Are
Yeah.
you studying this afternoon?
you're there, right?
Do you have writing or something? Do you?
Today I have a sustainable tourism.
Sustainable tourism.
Yes, in the afternoon.
All right. Thank you for coming to the class. We'll take a break there. Enjoy your afternoon and enjoy Songkran if I don't see you before. Okay. All right. Best. Nene, Kitsuno, Euro. Okay, thank you for coming to the class.
Thank you, Mr. Hughes.
All right, and
Mm.
Euro, I'll be in contact with you soon, okay? About your homework and that type of thing, okay?
Looking forward to it. Thank you, Mr. Hughes.
All right, I'll contact you later. All right,
Goodbye.
bye-bye.
Okay.
Have a great day. Bye-bye.
There.
Thank you.
Thank you
Take
so
care.
much.